what opportunities do you anticipate coming in the near future? And how you typically make these opportunities available for those that are here today.
Thank you, John. So I know that when you asked the question, how many people currently had contracts, I didn't see a lot of hands go up. So I would like to ask another question. Please raise your hand if you tried and you just wasn't successful. Still not a lot of hands. Please raise your hand if you don't know how in the heck do I know what DWP has to offer. Okay, well luckily for you guys, I bought some notes. Hopefully you guys bought some paper and pen so you can take down this information. You asked, John, I'm going to give it to you.
Give it, please.
So currently, there are a total of 133 opportunities that are anticipated to be advertised within the next 18 months at LADWP. These opportunities range from procuring services, materials, engineering, and consulting professional services, construction projects, as well as design build services. The budget for these procurements ranges from $150,000 to $800 million. These opportunities are advertised on the City LA Regional Alliance Marketplace for procurement, otherwise known as RAMP. Please raise your hands if you are familiar with RAMP. It looks like a good number of you are familiar with RAMP. So to get a copy of these opportunities that I mentioned, LADWP publishes on a quarterly basis an 18-month look ahead in its Supply Line newsletter. Please raise your hand if you're familiar with that newsletter. Okay, well, I'm getting ready to tell you how to get it, so hopefully the next time someone asks you, you'll have that information. So what you would need to do is go to the LADWP website. If you go to LADWP's website, there is a supplier portal that you can click on. Once you click on that supplier portal, you'll see a supplier newsletter. Click on the newsletter and you'll see the 18-month look ahead. I have a sample of what it looks like. So it's broken down into three pieces. We have one for our joint system, we have one for our power system, and we have one for our water system. But what's important to know is that on this look ahead, it has a NAICS code. Are any of you guys familiar with LADWP's ERSP portal system? No. Okay, that's why you're not getting any of our contracts, because you guys are not aware of how to access the information. Like I said, all of our information is advertised on RAMP, but aside being advertised on RAMP, if you want to participate, LADWP has an online bidding system, and it's done through ERSP. So what you'll need to do is register on ERSP, and that is ersp.ladwp.com. Once you register, make sure you look at this list and you look at the associated NAICS code on that list, and make sure that you put that code associated with your profile. So I talked about 150,000 to 800 million, but there's still a lot more contracts that we have available that are under 150,000. It's just the contracts under 150,000 are not published in the newsletter. But if you register with ERSP, you put make sure you put the NAICS code related to your particular business, and then as those requests are advertised, you will get notified. I think that's about it, John.
That's almost it. You're going to come back.